I understand that part of it, but it's like you put yourself in a place where you say you want to share it, but then when I try to get in to try to share or make any communication, you drown me out and you tell me I don't have enough information, and you're going to add to it so that I do, and then you laugh at me.
Well, you're kind of taking. Just listen. You're taking that forward information yourself and bringing it back to this moment. Something you haven't even really said yet that you're going to. And you're filtering in it yourself in your conversation.
Yeah, because I can't even remember what I was going to say because of what you did.
Like that word that I filtered into you so to give you a better, fuller understanding of what you were going to be saying here pretty soon. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I do that. You're the first person I've ever told that, you know.
Well,
and
gosh,
you know, I just
why do you
the reaction, you know. I didn't expect that.
Why cannot you do that? Is there ever a point where you can take a breath and let someone else speak?
Yeah.
No.
It just depends on where it's leaning, you know. And if it's against me, well, come on now. You gotta lighten out.
I wasn't saying anything against you.
Okay, well then do it now. Right now. Here we go.
What I was saying is this level that it took you to, it's hard for me to be on that same plane with you to understand everything. And then you mentioned about what this is for pain and everything else. I know that. It takes you out of everything in the world that would hold you down, opens up your mind and takes you to where you need to really see and feel and hear and do, and makes you open for that. I understand that. But some of the things that you say are way beyond what I could comprehend, where I think the majority could understand. And you want to spread that around, but you've got to bring it down to understanding that everyone understands at their own time, and it's going to be difficult, but not impossible, for everybody to catch on to what you're saying.
Well, it's like, you know, the thing with Christ. I understand what you're saying, you know. I mean, I understand. It's like with the Christ.
Right.
It's 2,000 years later. How's it going? How's it moving along?
It isn't.
You know, there you go. So, you know, these other people that you don't like me mentioning their names, but they're just things those people do that I just do not agree with, you know, and I can explain right down to the point of that. Why? And then you would open your eyes and you would see the wrong of it, you know?
No,
but there's wrong over here of it that needs to be straightened up also, but you guys coming over here is not going to be the answer, you know?
Okay, no, that was totally confusing.
Huh? Yeah, because I couldn't say those words because some of those words in there you don't like, so I left those words out. So, you know, what the fuck was I talking about? But I know.
No, I know what you were talking about too, and it wasn't right. So.
Oh my goodness, you know, because, you know, I don't agree with. Do I have to mention all the other stuff? You know, like I don't agree with the Muslims' beliefs because it goes far back. It's Muhammad, and this guy was a murderer. He killed people. He raped people. He killed little babies. He killed little babies. This is I'm not lying here.
I didn't say you
and
were.
This guy, and why would you dare try to interrupt? It's what I don't understand, you know? Why would you do that? What are you trying to take, you know?
A breath. You fill me with
but that isn't, you know, you're going off. It's not going to be to anything I really care to understand because it's not really that important because of what is really important. I talk about those little branches off. You go off on a branch of the subject, and it branches off, and I try to bring it back to the center part of this tree, this root, this base, you know. The tree, the trunk, you know, the truth. And so it's nothing I'm saying about these Muslim people is a lie. They have the ones over here right now. They set up mosques. They're fortified. They're going to be forts. They're going to be used for clearing centers to check the people out and make sure they're doing all the Muslim things right, or they will chop off your freaking head. This is no lie. But these are supposed to be the gentle people right now, because they've gone through years and years and years and years of training. Through all the training Islam gives to the Muslims to pay homage to their God, because of this guy, murderous mother fricker named Muhammad, That is total freaking ass bullshit. It is. It's just something that they can make it up. And wouldn't that be a joke? If it's just all come out and all you guys ever suddenly seen that one day, it was just a great big joke that somebody made up. But if you even think of, holy things, of holy men and holy women, the Heavenly Father, things that I've talked of before, if you can let your thoughts grow and go to that would be, opening that door. It's like a door that's been closed. It needs to be reopened to where you have those heavenly thoughts. And so the will of the Father, enshrouding, enclosing earth with His will as it is in heaven. And if you're not acting accordingly through these times you're going through and will be going through, you will definitely see and you will know the difference, but it'll be too late. Depending on where your thoughts have been going. And that's why I'm getting these thoughts out of the Heavenly Father. And it goes beyond to the Creator of all, from the beginnings of the very beginnings. And that DNA that's inside of us. Just a thought can direct and redirect and change the DNA and turn us with those thoughts of the holy men and holy women on this earth living in the will of the Father. You just wake up to those things. And I said before, I've sacrificed myself because you guys on the natural can feel and just bring that in. And you'll be living it, and you'll be loving it, and you're breathing it right at this freaking moment, It's just how you go out tomorrow and how you act and hold yourself. I mean, that's just all tells everything right there. Just be your natural self. Drop the games. Love God. I can't help it. That's all I, that's what I give myself for, And you guys will understand, and you'll live that, and you see, because where I was at, it's like I missed out on it. It's like and it's Christ, when He gave His life to turn that better world, because of the control the people had on, all the people at that moment. He freed them up so they could enter another thought, but it's taken 2,000 years, and where's that going? But with the stuff today, when things turn viral, you're speaking with God. God speaks through. I mean, that's very sincere. And I've never asked and don't want any credit cards or gifts, nothing. Because that's not what important. Not important at all. And that's what I give, that's what I trade, to open that thought to the Heavenly Creator of all. But just one person wanting it's not enough. It lights up that human being. You can see the beam, you can see the light, because it shines so. I've never been afraid of. And that's like where as I got to explain to a class I went to one, where the power flows to. And it made me, think about that. And then know, and not try to turn and twist things around so it brings it to those moments, but I know when those moments happen, and I wasn't trying to cause it. That's when you feel that. And that's when you come to a different understanding, and you just grow inside. I don't know if people can see it or not, but how do you express it? It's like I was talking with Karen a moment ago there, right? Oh, here's coughing. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Don't eat hot dogs. What was the brand of those? If they were the those Jewish brand, well, since they run most things over here, they're probably get ready to debunk us, And they tell all their rich buddy Jews they pass, probably put them in a flash in a movie you watch. A brand new movie comes out, and right at the very first beginning, there's messages in there they can get through, and do stuff.